So hey y'all, it's a daily talk with Justin. Um, wanted to actually talk about some things going on that I've noticed lately in our world today. We have a lot of people that are out here and they're looking for work. They need a job. They're about to lose their home, their house, their house, their automobile, cars, you name it. And a lot of people, what they don't realize is we got a lot of these kids today that were, young toddlers when we were growing up, and they're put in a position of management or vice presidency or human resources or whatnot, and somebody, I'll take myself for example. I'll use myself for an example. Um, let's say I go to apply for a job, and let's say I apply everywhere for anything, you name it. You know, uh, a lot of these Dear John letters are coming back and emails to people saying, sorry, we've hired another candidate or we're moving forward. Thank you for your interest, blah, blah, blah. We've all seen those emails, we've heard of them. It's very, very upsetting at times. And it can be very stressful on people, especially when you're like about to lose your motor vehicle. Um, I mean, take my vehicle for example. I own a 23 Explorer. Payments on that at a 8% interest rate, which is a little high, but my other Ford was a 5%, so I was begging them to get me at 5 to match the truck for the new truck. And the other truck that I traded in was only a year old, and they were wanting to get me for you know 8% at I believe it's 692 a month, and that's pretty up there. I mean, I previously to buying two brand new Fords in the last 2 years. I had a Toyota Corolla, and I paid on that for 30 months, and never missed a payment, never was late, no problems, and they still didn't want to come in under 5 for the 22 Maverick. And then the 23 Explorer, they wanted to jack it up because of the economy and all that. And I'm not going to go political, but it's rough out here right now, and it only seems to be getting worse because a lot of these people are getting emails, dear John letters. Sorry, thank you for your interest. We've hired another candidate. Blah 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 blah. And then you got the usual BS. Oh, well, we'll have you come in for an interview. So the people go in for an interview, and next thing they ask them, well, hey, well, we'll let you know. And then, of course, you get an email a couple of days later. Sorry, we found somebody else that would fit the, needs of our company or position or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, it's like, you know, I mean, people go to interviews every day, all day, you know. And I remember back years ago, we're talking 2005, we're talking 2006, 2008, all the way up to 2010. You could walk into a place and say, hey, I need a job. And they'll say, yes, when can you start? And you say, this date, this time. They say, okay, fill out this paperwork, go do a drug test, get it done within the next 24 hours, and you got yourself a job. As long as you pass the drug test, you're good. Be here such and such time, such and such day, and that was that. There was none of this mess. Oh, we'll think about it, and I just don't know about that. Come on. Our society has come to these little young punks that want to sit here and, act all queerish and everything else. And, well, my daddy owns this place, so I am the vice president, and I will do what I want to do, and I just don't, you aren't going to get an answer today. What? What kind of bullshit are you running here? Excuse my language, but, it's kind of what I want to, say to people, especially in nowadays, and I'm sure other people feel the same way, because it's not just about me. I mean, I deal with customers all the time that play the same card except different profession. Well, I just can't afford $265 to do that driveway, sidewalk, walkway, curb, and front walkway area there, sir. I just can't do it. I'm on fixed income. I'm on a budget. What do you think we're out here doing? You seriously think I'm going to sit here and go do your driveway, sidewalk, walkway, pool deck, screen enclosure, and do it for $300? You're out of your mind. It costs me $100 to get chemical. It costs me at least $40 to get fuel to run the vehicle and the equipment to do, a big job. Nah, we want you to come over here and do all this. Mind you, we want you to drive all the way to damn near Daytona, and you better do it all for $300. That's all I'm giving you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a minute. That job is a $750 job. You've got money. You're close to being a millionaire, and you're sitting here whining and crying about us. I can only afford $350. What? That's what I'm talking about. I get it. I get it. The rich keep getting richer because they cheapskate their way through life doing the wrong way, peeing on people that are the little man trying to make a buck out here, trying to be successful, and they want to sit here and lowball the hell out of you so that they can feel like they've got you, and you bow down to them going, well, I guess so, it's money. No, don't sell yourself short. I've been told that all my life from my dad, from my aunt, from my cousin, from everybody. Don't sell yourself short. I got a customer tomorrow. You know, she wants me to do this stuff, driveway, sidewalk. And that's it. I said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll throw in the curb and the front walkway for you for $150. I'm lowballing the heck out of that. Then I started thinking about it after she called me back. I said, well, I can do it for 185. That's the best I can do for you. Well, you said earlier on the phone before we got disconnected it was 150. And then I rebutted and said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry. I talked to so many people all day long, about getting work done and customers and bidding jobs and everything. And I just, I apologize. I must have drew a blank there. You said 150, correct? And she goes, yes, sir. I said, okay, well, 150 it is. Because I tried to jack it up a little bit on her after she got disconnected by accident. I didn't disconnect call, she did, I guess. But at the same time, you know, I got to drive from Orlando to Oviedo. That's a 30-minute ride, at least a 25 to 28-minute ride. So I calculate it by 30. Not to mention the fact I got fuel for my vehicle. I got fuel for the machine. I've got chemical. That right there was $23 for chemical. That was $26 for fuel. You know, I got to make my money back somehow. But that's the same principle as these people out here trying to hire for jobs. You got listings all over the place. Now hiring, urgently hiring right now. We'll hire you right now. And what do? They sit here and they're super selective of who, what, where, and why, and how they hire. And if you don't meet the quota, if you're just 1.01 decibel away from being a correct candidate, they don't hire you. They send you an email. I get it. Everybody wants to work. But you know what? There was a time where people were fair. People wanted to get give people a chance to work and have a job. Now, if you didn't make it out there and you were slacking off and you were, messing around, yeah, you got terminated or let go or laid off. But nowadays, they don't even give you a chance. So tell me what you think about it. The Daily Talk, Justin. Subscribe, like, and share. Till next time, y'all.